The Funniest Female Showcase is a celebration of the wit and humor of the all-women stand-up class at ComedyPlex.
Joining us now with all the details is co-owner Mars Timms and instructor Angie McMahon. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us.
We talked a little bit in the break about the importance of it being an all-female class specifically, just because it really changes a woman's voice when she walks in a room.
Absolutely. I think that oftentimes you'll walk into, like, let's say an open mic, and it's mostly men. Comedy, for the most part, has been a men's field and has been changing over the last few years, but it's still very dominated by men. So when you walk into a space like that, it doesn't let you be completely free when you're trying to create. Walking into the room full of women, it's almost like we speak the same language. We all understand what each other is talking about, and also kind of care about it a little bit more because we see ourselves in that. So it's just been really empowering and really a great experience.
Very cool.
All right, so you're graduating your second class tomorrow. Of the all-women course.
7 o'clock at ComedyPlex in Oak Park. It's the second term. We're having the ladies graduate if folks want to check out the show to find out more about the class. But all of these women have never stepped on stage before. That's cool. They're ready to do their 5 minutes. They're ready to rock.
Tell us a little bit about who is attracted to this class.
Oftentimes, it's people who just want to try it, right? They've grown up watching Netflix specials and HBO specials their whole life, and they think, like, well, I'm retired. I would love to be a comedian. I should try something. Or people who just want to meet people, people who just want to get out of the house and get away from the kids. And then there's some people who really want to give it a go. And in this beginning level, I can take you all the way to there if you want.
If you want to do that, right? And the ComedyPlex is new in itself, too. In Oak Park, I mean, we all know about Second City, but this is another avenue for a lot of different people, because I know you guys are going to have kids clubs, kids classes coming up soon.
We do. We have a kids stand-up class starting this Saturday at 10 a.m. There's still some spaces left. We have kids improv classes. So, yeah, we opened January 1st of this year. We've had some great names out. A good friend of mine, Hannibal Burris, came through and sold out a show. We've had Kevin Farley. We have Stephen Heitner, Lori Kilmartin coming up. We have a lot of up-and-coming comedians that are filming their comedy specials as well at ComedyPlex. So, ComedyPlex.com. We have something every weekend, Wednesday through Saturday.
And I like that it's in the suburbs, too, so you don't have to fight with everybody trying to get down to Second City and find a parking space. You know, this is just a new avenue. Is it that people have now expressed an interest in just opening up? Is that why you wanted to open up the ComedyPlex, or what? I mean,
it really is, and we want to be part of the community as well. I'm originally from the west side of Chicago, lived in Oak Park, so we're very community-based. We do a lot of different events for local nonprofits and charities. Just last week, we had this huge Bob Newhart celebration, who's also from Oak Park in the west side of Chicago. So it was great, and we packed the house, and people came out. So we're very happy to be a part of the community and help do all sorts of things. Yeah.
That's so cool. So let's talk about these classes, and specifically the women's classes. What skills are we developing? I know why they're going, but what exactly are they learning how to do?
Well, they're learning how your real life story can be turned into something a little more humorous. So where do the jokes go? How do I write a joke? How do I recognize, you know, those patterns and putting it in there? So that's the kind of the writing part. And the other part is the performing, right? And this can help with presenting at work. This can help with your public speaking, getting them comfortable on stage in front of the microphone, and so that they feel good about what they're presenting. And because the audience is their friends and family at their grad show, it's what we call a hot house. They want you to do well, they love you, and so they're willing to be there and support you.
And you have some success stories, huh?
Yes. Specifically our classes at ComedyPlex.
Yeah.
We've actually had students do guest spots in the regular weekend shows. I personally have taught comedy around the city for 12 years, and I have, like tonight, I'm going to be opening for a student at Zany's, Tommy McNamara.
Isn't that interesting?
You know, I've had students go on to be personalities at BuzzFeed and YouTube. So if you wanted to actually pursue stand-up, I mean, I don't hold any secrets. A baby comic is not competing against me for spots. So whatever you want to know, I'm going to tell you everything I know about getting you to be a working comedian. Or I'm going to tell you everything I know so that that last grad show is something you're really proud of.
Just being a conversationalist at a party, even, I imagine, makes you better, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I had a student say, I feel like I'm bad at telling stories on dates.
Oh.
And he said, I
that's
just want to be
interesting.
better at telling stories, you know?
Well, this is
Yeah,
a
this
whole
is so
host of
fun.
things that this can turn into.
Hey, check out Funny is Female Showcase tomorrow from 7 to 8:30 at the ComedyPlex in Oak Park. You can see the phone number. ComedyPlex.com is the website. The social media handles are there because lots of other classes you can take as well.